Hi guys, I'm back. I'm going to show you another nail design. The ones that I'm creating are pretty easy. For this nail design, I'm going to be using water-based acrylic paints. I'll be using my V-Pen liner and a nice flat brush, which I'll show you. This is very small, as you can see next to my finger. It is Chelsea Blender number 2. Alright, now I have here a lid which has brown and a cream color. These colors can be any brand that you have, whatever you have available, it doesn't matter, as long as it's a water-based acrylic paint. I've created this design a long time ago, and I thought it'd be fun to actually make a tutorial on how to do it. As you can see here, I've loaded half the brush with the dark color and the other side with the light color, and what I'm doing here is just blending it in to the bristles, making sure that it's evenly distributed. And my pattern is more, I don't know, whimsical, I'd say. What we're doing is, as you can see, I've double loaded the brush. I'm going to be making like little square boxes. So it's very simple. Anyone can do this design. Let me come up closer for you. Now I'll be doing this, keeping the same color to the right side. Now just going to be doing little square boxes. Little boxes, as many as you can fit in your nail. This is a big brush and a big nail rather, but you can always buy smaller brushes. I'm just using what fits my nail design, so you can buy what fits your nail size. And I think I could fit just one little more right there in the corner. Let me just touch the first one up a little bit more. I'm going to repeat the same exact process on the opposite side. I'm sorry, let me see. We have that. Now I'm going to take my liner brush which is right here. I think this shorter, yeah, that's the shorter one. I'm going to take that same chocolate brown color that I have, and I'm going to draw lines across. This is not meant to be perfection, just the concept and the idea. Trying to make it as easy as possible for those that are not painters. And pretty much this is just stripes and blending two tones together. and just making stripes again, just some stripes are fatter than the other. Now I'm going to come in and continue squaring off my design. So we're left with this design. Now what I will be doing is coming in with another brush, and I'm going to create some sunflowers. I'm just looking for a brush that I like. Now for that I will be using on my palette some yellow, a little drop, and just for a little dimension I'm going to add just a tad of orange next to that. So I have a little orange and yellow. Now this is my shader brush. It's already wearing out from being used so much. This is number 1. And these brushes, I got them at my local craft store. The first and the second brush that you saw. Now I'm going to refer to my original pattern 1 second. So basically, in the design that I had originally, let me show you. I'm just gonna again double load and blend. I want more yellow in here. So what I'm going to be doing to make my petals are, I'm just going to hold my brush at a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle. I'm going to hold it on the chisel edge, and all I'm going to do is just drag it. It's going to be touching on the chisel edge, pushing a little bit, and dragging it. That will create our simple petals. Okay, let me make sure I'm in view of the lens. So you know what sunflowers look like. It's just long petals. Trying to make these as easy as possible for beginners. I'm going to be coming in when I finish with these petals, and I'm going to be adding the brown centers. This yellow seems to be a little bit on the watery side, so I'm sorry about that. I'll just, when that happens, you can come back and give it a second coat. My nail, I had primed it with a nail polish before I started. And yes, your nail design can run over to your little squares, as those are going to be covered up a lot as well. I'm going to let that set up a little bit and then I'll come back. And here I will do a few more. I will be coming back to my first petals, just going over it with maybe a little bit more of the orange in there, just to get a little bit more dimension. I'm not too concerned about it being so light right now and not being where it's popping, because I will be coming back and I will be outlining them. Now I'm cleaning my brush. Never let your brushes ever sit with paint in them. Immediately rinse them off, so that way you can have them for a long time, like I've had mine. Now I'm going to use just a scruffy brush, which means it's one of my old brushes that just got really messed up. And basically, I'm not really loading the brush with a lot of paint. I will show you what I'm doing. What I did was just dab it a little bit. The brush is completely dry. I'm dabbing a little bit in the corner and just patting it down just as it is to keep it scruffy. I'm leaving it this way. It's almost dry brushing because I want to give the center of the flower a little dimension. Come over here. Now you see I'm not actually painting this in, I'm dabbing it in. Dabbing it in gives you highlights and lowlights and a little bit more texture. Come to the bottom corner. Let me add just a tad more to give it a little bit more depth. Again, I'm scrubbing my brush and rinsing it out in the water. And back into the brush holder, and now I'm going to get my black. Nope, I lied. I'm going to get my green. I'm going to refresh that green a little bit because it was from another nail design. And I think it might be dried up a tad. Now I will be taking, let me get a smaller brush. I'll take that same brush I used before, my shader. What I'll be doing is, as you see, half green, half the lighter green, This one had skinned over a little bit, but I'm going to see if I can just use it that way. That's working fine. So basically I'm just going to take and draw some leaves in here. Get some going in here. And yes, I'm going over my design. Just making it fun. And that's it as far as that's concerned. Now I'm going to go in for my liner brush. And I'm going to outline our design. I'll be using black for that with my shorter bristles. I'm going to zoom out. Oops, wrong way, sorry. So you could see how this immediately pops. This is the black acrylic paint. It's still in the lid. Don't need much. So I'm dipping in my brush in there. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start giving these dull looking petals a little life by outlining them. See how that brings them to life. They don't, this is what I'm saying, they don't have to be perfect. The outlining helps a lot in defining your work. Now for around the brown, I just want you to stipple little dots in here. A lot of little random dots. Don't make a solid line. Like that. I'm going to give the illusion of little seeds. Now let's outline this one. This is really folk artsy. Simple little design. I've made a huge mess on my finger with the green. Oh my gosh. Very, very, very light-handed. And again, we'll come in and do very light stippling around the edge of the brown. Try not to load the brush with a lot of paint. For this step. And there you have it. Oops, I forgot to outline my leaves. Let's get that done. I'll draw a little bit of a stem in there, little vein. Very light-handed. Now with these outlines, you're not trying to stay within the edges of your green or any of your petals. You're trying to be, again, like I said, whimsical and folk artsy. At this point, if you want to add glitter to it when you're done doing this portion, you can. If you have rhinestones, you can put it in the center where the seeds go. So have this raised with nice rhinestones. Highlight with some gold glitter. So I think that this might be set up enough where I can actually go ahead and top coat it for you, and we'll watch the colors pop. What I am using is just regular clear top coat. Whatever brand you have is fine. I don't really like to promote brands because if you don't have the products that I use around you, anything will do. Clear, whatever brand acrylics you like. Once you put the clear over your acrylic paint, the colors tend to just become vibrant and pop and alive. And there you have it. It's a simple nail to create, fun. Well, if you've enjoyed this, you could see more nail designs on my Facebook fan page, which is Nail Expressions. Please share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel, leave questions and comments, and thank you for watching.